Hello and welcome to this video from Nick Hacks. We're going to be working with air dry clay again today. We're going to be making a very simple air dry clay project. We're actually going to be making a clay whale, or attempting to make a clay whale. Let's see how this one comes out. So first things first, you can see I grabbed here a bunch of clay. And you know, it's a pretty decent size clay structure, so we want to get a good amount. This is about, you know, maybe like a handful and a half of clay. Okay, and then, you know, one of the things that's going to be fun about this is, you know, very simple project, something you can do with kids, and it doesn't have a lot of pieces here. So if you can think about it, you know, the main piece is going to be the body, which we're going to shape into the whale, and we're just going to take off maybe like, let's say, hold back like a fourth of the clay, right? So we're going to put a fourth of the clay to the side, and we have this kind of main piece of the clay. And we're going to kind of shape this in our hands a little bit. And let's start off, let's just roll this into a ball. So it's a little bit tough here, you know, it's a big amount of clay, but we want to roll this into a ball. We're trying to get out all the creases so it's nice and even and moldable, right? So I'm pressing a little bit here, just trying to get it nice and even. Okay, great. So we have that here rolled in, and here I'm going to kind of roll it into a little bit of a teardrop shape. So I'm just letting it kind of roll a little bit between my hands, and one side is getting a little bit longer than the other. All right, so I'm just going to kind of keep pressing it here and shaping it to continue that shape. And I want kind of the front end to be a little bit rounder and bigger if you think about kind of the head of the whale. And then I'm just kind of shaping out as we get towards the tail piece, right? So just kind of pressing along the edges here, trying to get it to keep its shape, just kind of gently pressing with my fingers here, just letting that kind of tail piece protrude a little bit, shaping this front piece into a little bit of a head, and just letting kind of the body elongate. So it doesn't take a lot here. You can see we're actually looking pretty good. I think this is kind of a, you know, decent size main whale body. Let's see. This is going to be more kind of just, like I said, like, doesn't have to be perfect. It's not going to be super detailed, but more just something fun to try with kids. All right. Let's go here. All right. So here we have it. I'm just shaping it, you know, the pieces I'm touching my finger, just shaping it a little bit. It's just moving along a little bit, trying to help it keep shape, stretch out the tail a little bit. I think we're actually looking pretty good. Okay, if you can see that, we have kind of our main whale body. And here, you know, let's start off. It's probably going to be the most complicated piece, but let's go ahead and give it a try. We're going to work on the whale's tail right now. Okay, so we've broken off a piece of this. We're going to roll it into a ball. You know, I'm going to take just a pinch more here. All right, we're going to roll that into a ball here. All right, I'm going to press that into my hand. And then here, what I'm looking for, if you think about a whale's tail, kind of has, you know, almost like that elliptical shape, right? So it isn't a complete circle. It's kind of more, you know, like kind of an elliptical structure here. All right, perfect. So I'm just kind of shaping that, folding that with my hand. All right, great. Just gonna shape it, fold it over a little bit. Got a little too thin, but I think this is perfect. Okay, so you can see here, had it like an elliptical and just folded that in to give it kind of a rounder shape. Now almost getting towards like a heart-like shape. Okay, all right, and I just want to fold this over just a little bit more. It doesn't need to be exactly this wide. Just fold that over a little bit. Okay, it's starting to take shape. I'm just going to fold that over a little bit more. Fold it over a little bit more. Okay. almost. Just a little bit more folding in. Okay. Okay. So here we have it. We have kind of the tail. I'm going to try to do my best to attach it here underneath and kind of press it so it looks like almost like one natural shape, like it was almost all there from the beginning. Okay. So if you see, I just kind of attached it, folded it over, but I think it actually came out pretty good. So can you see that there? I kind of have this tail. I kind of pressed it and attached it on there. I think it actually looks a little interesting. Okay, so the last two pieces here we're going to add in is just some very simple fins. Just taking a very small piece of clay here, rolling it into a ball. Just press that just a little bit there. And make that almost into like a little bit of a teardrop type shape. Just going to put this along the side there. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So, like I said, these are not huge fins. A lot of whales don't have, very big fins. Made the same thing on the other side and just pressing that in. So there you have it, kind of a very basic, simple whale. If you can imagine, we could let this dry a little bit, paint it, add some eyes here, add just a very little bit of detail. But, this is something very simple, very fun. If you can imagine, if, a couple people do them, they're all going to come out looking a little bit different, but very simple air dry clay project. So there you have it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe. All right. Thanks a lot.